Hey everybody, Thomas here. Well, it is that time again in my career when we must move on. We've been essentially moving since the end of March. I think it was 24th was our first trip that we took down to Tennessee hauling stuff. And there was a lot of stuff to haul. But this property here has been quite amazing up here in Wisconsin. We're truly gonna miss this area. It's just been absolutely amazing. Great fishing. Great folks up here. The shipyard up here was a blast to work at. The LCS class of ships, challenging therein, but just a lot of fun. Yeah, we did a lot of stuff to this property. Keeping up the channel, of course, we fenced in about 2 acres of it. We did the entryway. We built the sawmill building. That was within the first month or so. Did not cut a ton of wood up here. One of the things that, you know, since we're up here in this almost like vacation-like area, we wanted to focus on doing a lot of things with the family, so we did a lot of fishing and stuff like that. Plus, I found it very hard to sell wood over here. I don't know what the reason is, but towards the end here, I found people who were very interested in buying wood, but it just took a little while. But yeah, other than that, just a lot of great memories here. Our house was very awesome to live in. We did some work down in the basement. In fact, I'll pop down here in a second and show you that. But very cool to live in the Midwest, and especially up here in Wisconsin. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. And my wife, this has been her favorite place we've lived. Now, we've lived in Hawaii, California, Florida, Mississippi, and then here. And, you know, the outdoor activities here are just amazing. I really cannot stress enough just how awesome this place was. The Peshtigo River, I will always be looking for land in this area because of the Peshtigo River, and if I can, I will try to scoop up some land on the river. I'd love to build like a little cabin up here, do as an Airbnb or something like that. We did get new tires on the car yesterday. Make sure that this trip is going to be safe. We've had enough tire incidences. Last trip, just to give you a rundown, we did drive down to Tennessee just last weekend, dropped the kids off there. Then we had to go to Virginia and stuff like that. But while I was hauling the big truck, the 25 or 24, excuse me, 20 foot, 5 foot dovetail and everything, the gooseneck and everything, we had a ladder fall off of the truck. Over time, just the vibrations caused it to wear through the strap. The ladder fell down, and freak accident, it hit the valve stem on the front tire on the driver's side of the trailer. Crazy. Knocked off the valve stem, tire went flat, had to pull over, put the spare on there. Then we had to scramble to find a place that could put in a valve stem. Luckily, the folks at Jiffy Lube in Normal, Illinois, the folks there helped us out and everything, and I could not be happier. Great job there. Got back on the road, then we dropped off the kids there, then went to Virginia, and then the wife and I came back here, and we packed up. So we were packed up, loaded up, everything is out of the house. Let me take you downstairs. The first things that we did down here in the basement and everything is we made that oak wood wall. So that was something that the kids could not destroy. We put down carpet in the kid area here and everything, had their TV mounted there. We installed the pellet stove. That thing was definitely a lifesaver. Absolutely amazing. And in this area right here, I made like a little office space. This office space worked out really well. The kids had a little cherry table over here. Their computers and everything were set up, but nice piece of cherry here that came out of Tennessee. And then over on this side right here, I had my little office space, and, you know, of course the USB little plug-in thing, and then my overhead lights. But whenever I had to do some office calls and stuff like that, this is where I stayed down here. Really nice, great way to get away from the winter chill and everything. Down here in the basement with that wood burning stove, or that pellet stove, excuse me, it kept it very warm down here. Neat little wall here. We used popple, and we used hemlock and the cherry, and I had some pine, kind of mixed it all together. Also made this little utility room here, and my wife also did paint all the walls and everything to make it kind of more homey. The utility room here, I think if you're keeping up the channel, I also had to replace the expansion tank there and installed like a motion detector light. So that way, this just wasn't into the area. It was kind of closed up by itself, but fun nonetheless. A lot of great memories working down here. Truly gonna miss this area. It was a great place to live. Great place to raise the kids, very safe, all that good stuff. But yeah, just the final walk through the house, make sure everything's good to go. So, yep. As we head out on our next adventure. So if you're keeping up the channel, we did buy a property in Tennessee, and that is going to be, that's our second dream property. We already bought our first dream property, but that second property, when my wife and I saw it 23 or 21 years ago, something like that, we always said if we ever had the opportunity, we're gonna buy that property. So we bought the 70-acre farm next to my parents' 150-acre farm, and we happen to have 65 acres down the road as well. But the cool thing is, between my parents and I, we have a lake. My dad has his sawmill. I have my sawmill. We're gonna have a lot of adventures down there. So another chapter closed. We'll see you around. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Once I get down to Tennessee, I will be putting out more videos. It's just been very hectic here recently, and I appreciate everyone staying with the channel and everything as we get through our transition down to Millington, Tennessee is where I'll be working, but we'll be living in Cedar Grove. So I'm gonna have quite a bit of a drive. All right, we'll see you around. Thanks, folks.